Today's date on the Archangelic Calendar is Infinity OJ78K88 Infinity Infinity B55555 Infinity Infinity B1 TT Infinity Legend, and more info is available at archangeliccalendar.com. According to the Archangelic Calendar, the sunrise of Michael is in a pure number, which marks as an opportunistic reminder to connect with Archangel Michael. This day also celebrates humanities' friendship with Archangel Michael and the legions. This is also a great time to connect with any or many archangel or divine being of your choosing. Archangels are omnipotent in their jurisdiction, so our intel is not fathomable by anyone who does not know Archangel Zophiel personally. He is unbelievable reliable and super accurate. He is also so fast that he can answer a question hours before you even ask it. I cannot say enough about working with Zophiel. I highly advise it. There is a giant society reset on the cusp of manifestation. This can still manifest in variety of ways, but as I have mentioned before, we seem to be steadily taking the median road of a new beginning reset. This road is a balance of peace and acute moments of chaos. Even though this road is pretty peaceful, it will need a great amount of inspired effort to keep it that way. That is why we are asking everyone to stay tuned into the subtleties of their inner divine's messages. Incoming energies are bringing us a new hyper-awareness, and it is causing brief disorientation. This latest influx is very much an ascension fluctuation, and it will affect everyone regardless of their level of consciousness. This is a coordinated effort with many star races involved, and it will affect everyone and everything in Earth quantum lie and molecularly. Venus is on our sunrise horizon to remind us that our divine origins are strongly forged in love. The omnipotence of this connection is innate, and when you tune into this divinity, the entire universe will respond to your every command. All saints are now invalid. If they haven't made it to Archangel as of yet, they are not valid. This in response to the fact that organized darkness seems to be calling upon them more often than anything else. A saint is not always recognized by divinity, as if they are truly recognized, as in the case of Archangels Germain, Joseph, Joan, Thomas and Francis. They are promoted to archangels. There are way too many dark saints to count. Some churches are dedicated to these saints. Examples of this are Regina Pacis in Brooklyn, NY, Notre Dame and the Vatican. To combat this, all saints will be made invalid, as the disempowerment of all church doctrine continues and must include canonization. Feel free to send the violet flame on all of these places, as the darkness there is extremely dense. Enough micro talk, let's get macro. Most of humanity's 7.8 billion people do not have enough belief in their ability to work metaphysically as of yet. If that is not the case, and for most light workers it is not, feel free to use your own tools and abilities for assignments. For the others, the tools below will help you bridge the belief gap, as your belief in the said being would come into play as well. The following tools will only be available until the mark of the next Archangelic Day, next day's official post. Envision yourself using said tools with a pure heart and intentions. A warning to all who try to yield unworthy, these things have their own will. Please make a mental note of what you wish to equip. Passive equals no intention needed to use or arm. Active equals intention needed to yield. Aggressive equals will attack before anything has a chance to do any harm. Active, passive and aggressive anywhere within the universe. The Violet Flame team has shifted into the balance of 6, from the balance of 3. This means that we are starting to toggle in balance. If it helps, you can imagine 9 as steady control and 3 and 6 as the alternating hands on which it adjective asts itself. The violet flame team is as follows, and is in no particular order: Archangel Germain, Archangel Ansiel, Archangel Zophiel, Archangel Orion, Archangel Raguel, Archangel Briathos, Archangel Barthkol, Archangel Sablo, Archangel Emmanuel, Archangel Kirkael, Archangel Gzrel, Archangel Gal Izur, Archangel Tatraziel, Archangel Ishma, Archangel Machiel, Archangel Af, Archangel Uziel, and Archangel Adonai. Active long range and short range. Archangel Isaac's sword is much like Archangel Michael's legendary sword with pinpoint accuracy. It can be used to write messages of hope and love as well as transmute a demonic energy. Passive and aggressive, long or short range, anything in your jurisdiction. Archangel Leo's Swords of Plenty is a passive and aggressive attack sword that has a complete will of its own. Do not try to yield at all, you will only get in the way. Equip and go. Passive short range. Archangel Gabriel's Shield of Truth allows righteousness and justice to be your greatest defense. When equipped, this allows truth to protect and serve us. This shield also helps bring abundance to our lives. Active long or short range. Archangel Zagzagel's Staff of Heavenly Might rains large crystal masses upon a targeted area. Great for large targets, works great on physical or non-physical beings as well. Active long or short range. Archangel Zedekiel's Staff of Justice is a tool that is best used on a macro level and can help move things along that are stagnant. It can also summon and maintain force fields for protection purposes. Passive and aggressive, long or short range, anything in your jurisdiction. Archangel Shepherd's Orb is a presence of divinity that allows anyone that you are engaged with a clear path to forgiveness or a direct audience with infinitely expanding Creator Source on the matter. This is a truly compassionate tool of divine orchestration. Active long and short range. Archangel Virtuel's Sword and is a bright teal light, and it is to be used in places of difficult decisions. It helps bring clarity and bold outlines to what lays ahead, and because of its bright light it illuminates all your would-be motions. This is an expert sword for cord cutting and emotional blockages. Passive and aggressive short range. Archangel Baruchiel's Orb is a great to encourage the healing of old wounds. This orb is perfect for supporting your dreams and ambitions, but it can also knock beings into another galaxy when necessary. Passive and aggressive short range. Archangel Balthiel's spinning blades can thwart any distress that you may experience, and it can also keep all your enemies stay at bay. The spinning blades are extremely active, and when equipped with Astaroth's wand, it can dramatically change our daily lives through timeline manipulation. Please note the next 3 tools are healing modalities and can be sent remotely to loved ones. Passive and aggressive short range. Archangel Calaziel's Radiant Rays of Health wards off all diseases and illness. It can also aid in the recovery of diseases already inflicted. It can be sent to land masses as well as individual living beings. Passive and aggressive short and long range. Archangel Theliel's Radiant Compassion sends heartfelt love to all within your jurisdictions. This is the nurturing aspect of healing and it has incredible warmth. It is best to yield this with a calm frame of mind. Active long or short range. Archangel Raphael's Healing Staff is an omnipotent healing force that works gradually or intensively depending on how you yield it. It is considered the best general healing instrument. Assignments. 1. We need to remain cognizant of the fact that the Oscars are going to be in the Dolby Theatre in LA in 5 sunrises, as the weekly episodic siphoning from organized darkness continues. In case you are new, siphoning takes life force directly from your root chakra and drains your essence. All your dress becomes theirs, all that you have earned belongs to them. Remember, the beings we are up against feed off of misery, the same way we eat food. We need to get increasingly diligent in increasing the violet flame treatments, as well as doing our best to disrupt the subliminal electronics at the Oscars. It would also be wise to bring forth as much divine energy as possible to combat these dark masses, which have now switched focus to a combination of sexual and blood-based dark masses. Remember, they are always wearing hoods, then they perform these ceremonies. To be noted, to combat blood, we use sacred fires, to combat perversion we use grey plasma. We will be coordinating these attacks with the Royal Guard and the Andromedian Special Unit. They are always ready and will be waiting on you. 2. Gaia was pretty clear about needing green plasma to her earth masses and pink plasma to her waters. We will coordinate this with the Diva and Deity Legion on this task. 3. When you have a grasp on the nature of the universe, you can mentally project yourself to any place and time. You can also affect that space and time as well if there is not too much entanglement. Many of you are feeling very unsettled at the events of the Super Bowl. If you feel inclined, go back and continue your work and it will affect the future. The law of polarity states that there has to be an opposite to everything. This is also the case with time markers, and because that opposite T.Me marker has yet to manifest on this timeline, we can still affect that event. We do this in a cooperative effort with the Templar and Dragon Legions. Legend and more info is available at archangeliccalendar.com.